Sophia, your science teacher. Today we are going to continue the topic electricity, current and its effect. Last session we have discussed about how the battery, a dry cell, why it is a dry cell? Because it has all the chemicals in a paste form, and dry cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. This we have discussed in the last session of this lesson. Now we are going to learn about the electrical symbols of different components. We know what is circuit? Circuit is a path in which the electricity will flow, right? Circuit is a path in which the electricity flows. So, in the 6th class we have learned about how we can make a circuit. To make a circuit we need a cell, wires, switch and a bulb, right? So, we have made them. Now, we are going to know the symbols of all those components. Like in maths, they will be using the different symbols. This is for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, then percentage, greater than, less than, equal to. As the maths teacher uses different signs, by saying this you can understand what you must do. In the same way, we are going to learn the symbols of electrical components. The first symbol which we are going to learn is of a cell. This is the electrical symbol of a dry cell. You know, there is a protrusion at the positive terminal. So, it is little bit long. So, the long line here denotes the positive terminal and the shorter line denotes the negative terminal. This is the electrical symbol of a dry cell. This is cell. The other electrical symbol is bulb. It is of bulb. And here two possibilities are there. This bulb, okay, it is in off position. The bulb is in off position. When bulb glows, bulb is in on position. See, this is bulb in on position. And this is bulb in off position. Next one, switch. Switch in on position. Two ends are also joined here. When these two ends will join, the circuit will become complete and the flow of current will take place. So, switch is in on position. And the other one, switch is in off position, is this. Switch is not connected here. That means switch is in off position. Switch in on position, switch in off position. C cell is this one, and bulb in on position, on. Bulb off. Switch on, switch off. And next one is of a fuse. You know, fuse is used in our home. Fuse is a safety device in the circuit. So, cell is the source of light. Long terminal, long line indicates the positive terminal and the shorter line indicates the negative terminal. This bulb is in on position if it gives out light like this, and this is the bulb in off position. Switch used to break or complete a circuit. It is used to break or complete a circuit. When the circuit is set to be break, when switch is in off position, and when the circuit will be complete when the switch is in on position. In the same way, fuse is used as a safety device in a circuit. All the electrical gadgets we are using, whatever the electronic gadgets we are using, all those will be working, and how much of, if they are extending the limit, then automatically fuse will turn off. Here is the battery. When we connect two dry cells, it becomes a battery. Not only two, it's our wish how many cells we want to connect, then that will change into a battery. Here I have taken two cells, you can see here. 3 cells I have taken. This is the positive terminal, negative terminal. Positive, negative, positive, negative. This is a battery. When we connect dry cells, more than 2 dry cells, when we connect two dry cells, it becomes a battery. So you can see here it became battery. Positive terminal of the battery should be connected to the negative terminal. See here first bulb's negative terminal is connected with the positive terminal of the second cell. And here also for second cell's positive terminal is connected with the third cell's negative terminal. In this sequence only we have to follow. This is how we make a battery. Only one, this is the cell, and when more than two cells are present, it is called as battery. So let us recall, these are the electrical symbols. By using these symbols we have to draw a circuit diagram by using symbols. This is a symbol for cell, okay, dry cell. And this is the bulb in on position, bulb in off position, switch in on position, switch in off position. And this is the fuse, which is also a safety device in a circuit. And this is a battery. When two cells are connected, it becomes a battery. Now let us make a simple circuit diagram. What things are required to make a simple circuit? That is a cell, right? Positive terminal, negative terminal, connected with the wires, okay. And here is the switch. Then here will be the bulb. Now switch in on position. Switch is in on position. Then the bulb will glow. So what is this? Bulb, wires, cell, switch. As this is called as complete circuit, and here the bulb is glowing. That means this circuit is closed and complete circuit. Here there is no opening. The continuous flow of current is there, so it is called as closed and complete circuit. And one more thing here, this is closed and complete circuit. Other one will be open circuit. When it will be open? When the switch is in off position. When the switch is in off position, what will happen? Bulb will glow? No, bulb will not glow. Then the circuit will become open and incomplete. When the circuit is complete, when circuit is said to be complete, when the switch is in on position and bulb is glowing. And when the circuit is said to be incomplete and open, when the switch is off and the bulb is not glowing. Sometimes what happens here, even though the switch is on, bulb will not glow. Why? The consequences may be the bulb may be not working, maybe the bulb is fused, maybe the connections are wrong, or maybe the dry cell has been discharged. As I said, there are the chemicals present in the dry cell. When the chemicals are completely when they react with each other completely, automatically the dry cell will become exhausted. It will not be used. The cell may be discharged. Here, when the switch is on and when there is no gap in between the wires or any electrical components, then the circuit is said to be complete and closed. And we can see that flow of current is continuous in that. But if there is a gap in the electrical components, so the circuit is said to be incomplete and open. This was about the electric circuit. Now let us learn about two different connections, that is series connection and parallel connection. These are the two different types of connections which we can find in our house or in our day-to-day life. So what is the difference in series connection and parallel connection? In series connection, the flow of current will be only one way. That because all the electrical components will be attached with each other in one way. Even though if any one electrical component is not working, automatically other will stop working. But whereas in parallel connection, the flow of electricity can be two-way. If one of the electrical component is not working, then other electrical component will be working. To know this, let us know or let us make the simple circuits by using these connections. First of all, take one dry cell. Okay, I am not using circuit diagrams. I am using directly the electrical components here. Diagram of electrical components. So here first of all I am taking a battery here. When two dry cells are connected, it is said to be a battery. Positive terminal, negative terminal, a switch here. Okay, and then what we need here? A bulb. A bulb is required here. So now if you see, when the bulb switch is on, So bulb will glow. Now you observe the intensity of this bulb, how bright the light is, whether it is too bright or not, that we have to see. Now what you do now, we first knowing the intensity of light. So when you have to add one more dry cell, you have to add here. You have to add one more dry cell. Now you observe the intensity of light. And you will observe that the intensity of light has been increased. That means number of cells you increase in the circuit, the intensity of light will be greater. If you decrease in dry cells, the intensity of light will become less. In this way, you see, this is a parallel connection. The circuits which we make, this is the series connection. The circuits which we make will be in the series connection only. You see here, this, okay, here this cell is connected to this cell, and from here only these are connected to the wires. This is how series connection will be. But whereas in the parallel connection, all the positive terminals are connected at one side and the negative terminals are connected at one side. See, these are the batteries or the dry cells which I am taking here. So this is the positive terminal of 3 cells. This is the negative terminal. So in this case, what will be done here, all the positive terminals are connected at one side with one wire. All the negative terminals are connected with another wire. So here the bulb will be attached. So what happens, even though if this part, if this one is not working, then what happens here? From here the electricity is flowing, from here the electricity is flowing. So automatically bulb will glow. In the same way, when for example if this is not working, from here the electricity will be coming through to here, and from here it will be moving. So, but whereas here you see only one path is there, negative, positive, both are connected here. So both are connected to the switch and the bulb. If this cell is not working, then what happens here? The current will not flow. Automatically the flow of current will stop here, because only one way is there. But whereas in the parallel connection, if this one is not working, then what happens? Electricity will come like this. It will go through this, like this. Okay. So this is how how different connections are present. Series connection you can find in our day-to-day life, where means decoration bulbs, small bulbs they will use for decoration purpose, colorful bulbs. Now near idols, okay, they will be putting this small electrical bulbs. And here parallel connection is found in our house. In the room itself, we have different electrical gadgets. We have ceiling fan, tube light and other etc. etc. All are not connected with one. They are connected with the different switches. So there the parallel connection is there. Particularly for fan one switch will be, particularly for tube one switch will be. That is because they are completely different connections. In our house we can find parallel connection and as well as a series connection. See, from substation, from where do we get that electricity? That is from substation. From there one wire will be bringing the current. That is like only one connection up to our meter. Meter is present. From there again the different connections are made to our houses. One is for dining room, one is for the living room, one is for the kitchen, one is for the bedroom, etc. etc. So we can find both series and parallel connection in our home. So these are the two types of connections. In series connection, the flow of current is only one way. If any one of the electrical component is not working, other will stop working automatically. For example, if bulb is not working, this switch and this wall will stop working. If the switch is not working, this circuit will be incomplete. That means all other components will also stop working. But whereas in parallel connection, the way electricity can flow in different ways. So even though if one electrical component is not working, the circuit will be complete. Other components will be working. In our house we use electric bulbs. But do you think we use a dry cell for the bulb? No, we doesn't use dry cell. We use directly the wires, because dry cell have very less voltage. It is only 1.5 volts. So it will work only for testing to know whether the circuit is complete or not, and for the small things like for the clock and for the remote and for playing cards and all. But it is not used for It is not used in our day-to-day life for glowing of a bulb or a tube light. And next, when there is a difference in the cell which we use in the TV, remote, clocks or in the toys, and in the cell in the wristwatch, that small difference is present here. Students, your worksheet is to draw a circuit diagram by using electrical symbols. Just now I have drawn, you have to draw same electric circuit diagram by using electrical symbols. The next one, write the differences between series and parallel connection. What are the differences? You have to write there in your notebook. So this was about series connection and parallel connection and electrical symbols. These are very, very important. Memorize the electrical symbols for each and every electrical component which we have discussed. Go through the video thoroughly and properly. Thank you. Bye-bye.